wedding story. Last November, Miriam said, let's get married. And I said, if you don't nag me till June, I'll get married. And she decided that nagging wasn't enough. So we went to a marriage counselor, even though we weren't married. He pronounced us healthy and said we could get married if we wanted to. And we thought about every idea that we could think of on how to do it. In some ways in the middle was the other fantasy, which was just kind of having everybody over to the house and getting married in our house, which is out on a lake. And the only problem is that the house is not big enough to hold more than 10 people. So at the same time we're discussing how to get married, we're discussing who should marry us. And we decided to have this minister who we had met that winter. And he's a very nice guy. He teaches film. And he shows films in the church.
Well, I want to say that we just decided...
You want to say? I'm talking to you and you want to say.
Get married just
I talk to you and you talk to the rest of the world.
Just the way that we wanted to. It was going to be our decision of what we wanted to do with just our friends and in our house and having a guy there who wouldn't bother us.
Bother us? Who would add something to it?
That's what I mean, who wouldn't be, you know, some kind of heavy authority guy.
So anyway, so we decided to invite as few people as we thought we could. People who represented all kinds of friends from our lives.
It was, by that time, we were so tense. I mean, we were just going around just screaming all the time, flying for the few days before, do you remember?
You haven't even talked about how we're going to get married twice yet.
Well, that comes later in the film. We get married twice, because my parents were insulted because we got married by a Methodist minister.
You're such a ham. 2 more movies, this can be Miriam Weinstein and a tutu dancing. We kind of divided off the two feelings that make weddings memorable, and did them better separately than you could have done them together. But anyway, it's nice to get married twice. I recommend it to people who liked it the first time.
Yeah. That must be very artistic, what you're doing.
Why are we all here today? What's going to happen? Why are we here? Why are you wearing your bathing suit?
Peter and I are getting married.
Why do you want to get married?
I don't know. Why? I don't know.
Are you old enough to get married?
Then will you take as much film as there is?
And like getting married, we're going to
Where's everybody standing?
We haven't figured any of that out. Ed's figuring out what he wants to say.
You got the ring. We got to
I got
switch
the
off the ring. But you got to give me the ring. I got to give you the other ring.
Take off the damn ring. Everybody, come on.
This is serious. But you know, I should wait till my hair dries.
Yeah, I think so. Another half an hour, please.
I've been ready for 3 days.
Here we go. In happiness and joy, we celebrate today the love of Peter and Miriam for each other. May they always rejoice in their love, raised by delight through their mutual affection. Peter?
Lenny, please. Is everybody ready?
Peter, wilt thou have this woman to be thy wife, to live with her in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honor her, keep her, in sickness and in health, so long as ye both shall live?
You did that? Yep.
Whose name was that?
I will.
Miriam, wilt thou have this man to be thy wedded husband, to live with him in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love him, comfort him, honor him, keep him, in sickness and in health, so long as you both shall live?
I will.
Oh, good.
I, Peter, take thee, Miriam, to be my wedded wife, have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, and thereto I plight thee my troth.
I, Miriam, take thee, Peter, to be my wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, and thereto I plight thee my troth.
Bless, O Lord, our God, King of the universe, the giving of these rings, that they who wear them may abide in thy peace and continue in thy favor.
Miriam, with this ring I thee do wed.
Here with this ring.
Anything.
Praise to you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Praise to you forever, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who created joy and gladness, bride and groom, mirth, song, delight and rejoicing, love and harmony, peace and companionship. Praise to you, O Lord, who causes the bride to rejoice with her groom. Since both of you have joined voluntarily in this ceremony which binds you together in marriage, in accordance with the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and acting in accordance with the powers vested in me, you, Peter, and you, Miriam, are now husband and wife.
Oh, boy.
Look at it again.
She'll be able to handle it.
Oh, come on.
We're dressed with caviar and champagne.
Yeah, the wedding. The ladies upstairs. Did you get this for your wedding? Mm-hmm. Was it a family?
No, it's a family, Jerry? It's her family, so I think it's real old.
No, it's not.
Everybody said it was the nicest wedding they'd ever been to. And then we all went to the Colonial Inn, and we had a dinner, and we all got really drunk, and we sang songs. We sang every song that we ever knew, from rock and roll and from camp, and danced. And then some of us came home, and we sang some more, and we told stories. And then some people stayed over, and some people came out the next day and went swimming. And it was just what we wanted it to be, a really big party with a lot of friends.
Miriam's mother was very upset, and she yelled and screamed and looked for reasons why she didn't like what we were doing. And of course there must have been a dozen that she could have think of, but she came up with 2 or 3. One of them involved Jews being married by Methodists, which didn't mean very much. And one of them involved the amount of money we'd make if we did it again. So, being a pragmatist, we decided that it would be fun to get married in true style in New York City by the same rabbi who married Saul and Sally Weinstein in the same temple, and then go off someplace and have a little bitty thing.
It's the same temple, which is of course incredible because my parents haven't been back there since. It has nothing to do with God or religion. It just has to do with just the pogroms, the concentration camps, and you might as well band together in the good times because they're going to get you in the bad times. So we're getting married in a temple by a rabbi.
The first wedding occurred in the spirit of immediacy. Let's get married. Let's have it nice. Let's not think too much about it. And then in the intervening month, came the problem of what do we do about all the people who didn't come to the wedding and didn't like the first wedding and didn't understand it and couldn't participate because of either location or timing or preference. And they decided to have another wedding.
Weinstein wedding, Weinstein-Feinstein, roll number 1.
Wow. Isn't that wonderful?
Are you related to Miriam?
Related to Miriam? No, we're related to
yes.
Peter.
Peter, what? We're related
Yes.
to Miriam, too. Father-in-law, doesn't it count for something?
You're Peter's father.
That's right.
Well, nobody told us.
Now you know. Hello. Hello in there. Mazel tov, huh? It's nice.
Beautiful and a lovely day.
Isn't it gorgeous?
You cannot film in the synagogue, especially during any ceremony. Before or after, he said you might. No lights or anything. There can be stills. No sound equipment.
God doesn't like extra lighting.
It isn't God at all. Would you really like a lovely explanation as to why? Well, the rabbi thought there were some moments in your life when these memories should be from your own head and not on a film and not on a tape sound. Not where people are going to be conscious of the fact they're being filmed. It should be something from their hearts. And I quite agree.
Baruch atu Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shachatol bara lichvodom. Baruch atu Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atu Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yotzar es ha'adam b'tzalmo. B'tzalam d'mostav niso b'hiskin lanu binyan adayar. Baruch atu Adonai yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atu Adonai mesameach hason yim hakolam.
It's really heavy. It was all in Hebrew, and he's just like a rabbi. So I don't want to say anything else. And it was all in Hebrew, and he made you feel guilty about it. or a lot of responsibility about being Jewish. And God was watching. But everybody enjoyed it. Everybody who was watching enjoyed it. And now we're going to go to the hotel and have a party.
What was the wedding like, Peter?
You know, the rabbi apologized a lot
For not letting
for
you...
not letting us
to other
film.
weddings?
He felt very badly.
Other
about
weddings?
it. Other
Right.
weddings. Much more serious.
I don't think this is the time for me to comment poorly standing in the nave of the noble institution.
Still watching us across the street.
But I have a strong feeling that I didn't have to come.
They're trying to decide whether they're going to walk with them and film them or they're going to get in the car.
See, I want to spend a few minutes with my wife. I've given my deposition, and I have no further statement to make.
Have a good time.
He got born to somebody in our family. Very important way of getting born into our family. And don't we overwhelm you anyway?
The greatest wedding of any wedding I ever attended. And this is a great wedding on account of this is my daughter-in-law, legal life.
But you didn't mind that much when it wasn't legal, did you?
No, I didn't. I loved her from the beginning. Right?
Good.
Right. Right? And I'm not drunk.
Она балалайке поставленная. I have horrible voice, but please forgive me. Now, Vedatna, Vedatna, everybody keeps saying Vedatna, Vedatna. Paramsa, 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 Here comes the cake. Here comes the cake.
I feel totally victimized.
Well, I'm not going to make a speech.
You have to say something.
I just said it. Everybody should have a good time.
Everybody's having a good time.
Okay. Say it isn't so. That's all.
You like getting married twice?
Thank you for your fountain pen.
Thank everybody.
If that's what she wants to do, then I think that she should do it.
Do you know Peter at all?
No, I really barely know him at all.
How do you have any impressions of him at all?
No, and that's the problem. I'd like to get to know him better. Because I haven't even had time to talk to him quietly. I've seen him at a couple of these official type functions, and that's all.
Can you think of anything to ask?
How do you feel about marriage yourself?
It's not for me.
Why not?
Things are fine just as they are. I don't think I need it. Miriam seemed to feel that she needed it. So that's good for her if she wants that and she needs that.
Are you and Miriam different?
Very different. Very different.
How do you describe
How?
the difference between them?
I don't know. We're compatible, but at the same time, in very subtle ways, we're different. I don't even know how to begin to describe it. She's the difference that I've always seen is that she's much more emotional than I am, and I'm much more. I don't know, strong-willed or cold-hearted or whatever. I just graduated from law school and took the bar exam.
What do you think of marriage in general?
It's all right if that's what you want to get into. It's all right.
Is that something you want to get into?
Well, I think for them, if they're happy with doing it, then it's a good thing to do. And for me, if I were happy with doing it, then that's what I'd do. But I'm happy as it is right now.
What is as it is right now?
Well, living together comfortably.
With who?
With Miriam's sister.
I think anything they do can be turned into a good thing. Into a good thing. Next question, please.
Was it a nice wedding in the temple?
I had a wonderful time.
This wedding was as good as the Methodist wedding.
The Methodist wedding. When did you have a Methodist wedding? I want them to have another wedding. It's the nicest social events I've had all summer.
They gave us notice just a month ago.
Have you known Peter for a long time?
Here. But this marriage is quite a surprise. The Congo line stopped.
I think I did.
Those of you who
I'm glad it's all over.
How we met her? She was just born in our midst. We've known her since... No, we're not. We're friends of her parents. We've known her since she's 2 years old. She's 2. And she's an adorable baby. And she's an adorable girl now.
Like as a child.
Adorable. Just the sweetest baby you've ever met. She fell in our swimming pool when she was 3 years old. Got soaking wet with all her clothes on. Come up dripping wet. And I'll never forget when she had poison ivy.
Oh, we rescued her.
When we rescued her, she had poison ivy. She was up at the camp.
Like any marriage, we all know that they hope that it's going to just be a glorious marriage, and I'm sure it will be. I think they've known each other long enough and well enough to make it a glorious union.
I just feel like I've gotten so much. I just wonder how I deserve it, and because I really expected this one to be kind of a walkthrough, but it wasn't. It was just beautiful. It was just I really felt I was giving so much and getting so much and so fully.
Well, I didn't like the rabbi.
The rabbi was a nerd.
That was
The second we walked in the room, we started intoning.
young people.
What was your reaction?
Well, I felt like I was in the deathbed. He's holding my hand. And I didn't know he just wouldn't let go of it. And I kind of just let go of my grasp and he just kind of hanging on to it, let it fish.
I cried at the first one, but I didn't cry at this one. Because, I wasn't at the ceremony. We were at the reception. I don't know. I don't think I would have cried at this one from what I hear about it.
It's not a crying type one.
The other one, I was very choked up.
And it made no sense traditionally. It made no sense logically. It made no sense economically. And it made the most wonderful sense because everybody had what they wanted. And it was wonderful. That's all I have to say.
weddings that have taken place in Dubuque. And Max scored a,